And I'm live on StreamYard and YouTube, I suppose. Ho, 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 ho. Is there anybody out there? Isn't that a David Bowie song or something? From a movie, and I don't remember the movie title. I am just hanging out, chilling, preparing a few things for next week, for Sunday. Let me see if anybody is even watching, let alone lurking in the background. Da, 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 da. There's my live stream. Let's make sure I mute it. Two lurkers. Come on, speak up. Anybody want to join me on the channel? I will post a link. I've got to figure out how to pin that though. But we'll see. So, just chilling out in the studio. I like that I can call it a studio. And getting a few things prepared. Looking at some sample prints I did on this beautiful new Ender 3 V2. Yep. So, one watching. Yeah, somebody dropped off. It's probably me watching. Yeah. Okay. Anyways. 11 o'clock Friday night. Everybody's got something better to do than be on YouTube. I understand completely. I'm going to roll the dice and say, I know if anybody comes on, I know who's going to come on first. I know for sure. Adobe Spark. Get a second opinion on your design. No, thank you. Okay. Is there even sound? Is my mic working? Is there even sound? Is my... Oh, there we go. There will be feedback there. For sure. For sure. Okay. Let me copy this link. Let me paste this link in chat. Can I do that? Look at that. And chat. There we go. So there's the link. If anybody wants to join me on StreamYard, you're welcome to. Tonight is nothing specific, nothing special, just a chill out. Child's in bed. My wife is not here. And I'm just kicking around. Maker Viking, and you are the one that I knew would be first on when I said, I'll bet I know who's going to be first on if anybody joins me. How are you tonight? Well, I'm glad you popped in because, you know, I've been talking to myself. I still haven't figured out how to pin. Oh, right here, pin. Nope. No. I'm doing good. Surprisingly full of energy or full of something for a Friday night, but yeah, I was just doing a promo video for my Sunday night stream, so I just posted that up. I'm going to build another printer. I'm going to try to build another printer and see if I can make it as entertaining as all the other posts have been. So yeah, just hanging out doing that. No, I don't want to put myself in a timeout. I want to figure out how to pin this to the top of the stream. Or unless that's something I have to do in YouTube. Let me have a look. Maybe I've got to go here, pin message. There we go. That's how you do it. Okay, cool. So it's a YouTube feature. Aha. You're the one waiting for a stream. Okay, cool. Because it's wee hours of the morning for you again. So I got the, I don't know how, I wonder if I can, oh, I could switch cameras and show you. I bought myself Black Friday sale. I can't resist some of them. I bought a couple printers. Let me clean the lens on this camera. But most importantly, I've been keeping my eye out for a, let me switch my camera here to the, I think this is the 922. Yes, I bought myself this. It's a 32-inch not LG, Samsung, 32-inch Samsung curved monitor. I've only been using my laptop for streaming and stuff like that. And it's really difficult to watch chats and everything at the same time while I'm streaming. So this little beast, no, not a little beast, it's big, but it's actually surprisingly skinny. Came on sale at Best Buy up here, and I picked this up, and it's a nice addition to the studio. So, ooh, kind of freaky looking. So, yeah, that's my latest addition, and that's going to help make things so much easier when I'm streaming now. So, I love it. I would have loved to got one of those 42-inch ones, but just no space. And for me, for what I do, really no need. So this was extremely, extremely well priced. Okay, let me switch the camera back. Brio, there we go. Back on the normal camera now. There we go. So, oh, I could also, you were on the stream when I built this printer, I believe, when I did the Loyal's first print with a dog with no head. Hey, Jerry, how you doing? Just kicking back on a Friday night. Thought I'd come on and do a live stream and see if anybody's around. And I was just doing a promo video for my Sunday night stream. And yeah. But look, I think I figured out how to get this camera to focus really close. So there's a couple things I ran on this printer. I quite like, and I know people have their different opinions on Creality, and I'm not savvy enough to be building my own printers, so I just buy what I can and use what I like. And let me switch this camera again. Oops, come on now. This should focus nicely. I had this focusing the other day very nicely. Let's go. Come on. There it is. And so that was the very first test print on this. I know exactly what happened. So the puppy test print, he's got no head. His brains are showing. But other than no head, I mean, that is a, oh, there's a light reflecting here. That's a very clean, beautiful print. So what I did is, so what had happened is, I, believe it or not, it happens, I had a nozzle clog after the first test print. So I cleared all that up, no problem at all. Then I went on and I repeated the test print, and just as nice. And he has a head, and his ear's finished, and all was well in Puppyville. So, oh, there we go. So yeah, so Loyal bought the first print off me. So Loyal gets the puppy with no brains, but I'm also going to send him the puppy, or the puppy with no head and brain showing. But I'm also going to send him the puppy with the head on. So, because this guy may not live long if his head's exposed like that. So, and then I did another. And then I did the. I haven't taken this off the bed yet, but then I just did their standard kitty cat test print with the supports holding up the. I don't know why. Oh, this support, I guess, is holding up the chin, and then they have the support over here holding up the hand. So, yeah. And then, yeah, so that was pretty cool. So I'm extremely, I shouldn't say surprised, because this thing got really good reviews, but I'm really happy with the results off of this printer for the price I paid. Really good price locally. I think this was $359 Canadian locally, which is really good. And then I ordered two more through Creality's Black Friday sale for even less. They worked out to about $305 Canadian. So sweet deal. And then I thought, These are pre-sliced files. This one hasn't even come off the bed yet, but I'm going to save that, take that off on a different follow-up for this printer that I'm going to be filling. And so I showed this to Jerry earlier today, but I went on and designed. My business partner at work asked me if I could make a box that holds, he plays this dice game that involves 6 dice. And he went to the dollar store and just got some cheap dice, and he wanted a box to hold 6 dice. So I went on to Fusion 360 and just designed just a box with some holders in it that can hold dice with some embedded magnets and like that. And these, I printed 2 of them on the the Ender 3V2, and they're very, very nice prints. I mean, not a problem with them at all. No cleanup required, nothing. So quite happy with that. So I think that was a good decision to invest in these printers. I'm going to send him Z and Z. Yeah, I'll send him a sticker. I'm going to send him a sticker. I'm going to send him Z and a Z. There's got to be something to do with Z in there. Hey, how you doing, non-fam? Nice to see you this evening. So yeah, I got to get that. I'm still waiting on a shipping address, but yeah, I'm going to send him a few goodies, I think. So, but no, I'm happy. A couple of you were there for the smoking build that I did. Smoking, Jim Carrey, right? On the Anycubic i3 Mega S's. I had bought 4 of them to have as additional printers for backup for the work I'm doing. And I got to be honest, I'm extremely disappointed in the quality that they've gone with these printers. I have one that I've had for 2 years, and it's flawless. It works really well. And they changed the firmware in it slightly. They changed the interface, like the touchscreen that was on it. And I don't know what else they did, but all 4 of these printers had problems, ranging from their Mega or whatever that surface is. It's similar to this one, but it's their own special surface on their print bed. Prints are supposed to just come off like that when it cools off, which they do on my 2-year-old one. 2 of the printers I literally had to take a scraper after it was cooled off and literally cold to the touch, scraper and pry them off, and ended up chipping the bed in a couple spots. So those printers went back. Then one, I kept getting nozzle clog, and I kept getting the extruder skipping even when the nozzle wasn't clogging, and just issue after issue. Sent it back. And the last one, I was getting inconsistent. I was getting layer shifting. I tightened the belts. I did everything I could to figure out why the layers were shifting. Not much, but just slightly, and couldn't figure it out for the life of me. So I sent it back. So I ended up sending 4 printers back to Amazon, all the Anycubics I bought, because I just was not happy with their performance. And basically replacing them with I'm going to replace them with the Ender 3V2s. So I've got this one, another one at the office. I've got a 3rd one on order. Actually, I have 2 more on order, but the second one, I don't know if it's going to come or not. They were sold out in Canada, but then it also said available December 15th. And they wouldn't ship from the US to Canada. And then from China to Canada, they wanted shipping, whereas the Canadian ones were free shipping. So I put it in. I got some sort of an error message. I don't think it went through, but I'm not sure. So I haven't checked to see if the payment's taken out yet. So we'll see. But yeah. So anywho, there we go. I was showing Maker Viking earlier my new toy. I like to show this off. It's beautiful, especially for a guy my age with eyes like mine. I don't think Jerry and Non-Fam, I don't think you guys were here when I did this, but I got a new 32-inch curved Samsung monitor to go with my laptop finally, because I was tired of trying to squeeze two things in the window when I was streaming and trying to read comments. So that's the addition to my family. And it fits in here nicely. It doesn't take up too much desk space. So yeah, quite happy with that. And here we go. I'd love to know how to get two windows in StreamYard. So in other words, I could have two cameras on at the same time. I tried joining my own stream, and that gives me the two cameras, but it really messes up the sound, and I don't know why. So I'll figure that out eventually, because I've seen, I think it's Dan I've seen, yeah, because he's had a camera on his printers, and then also the main camera. So there is a way to do it. So definitely a way to do it. But I am freezing. It's cold down here in the basement, but the printer's printing well. The one that's printing behind me right there, that's the Arion ER20, and I'm just printing those, the same old job that every time you guys come on, still printing these things daily. So just mute one, Jerry. I tried that, and it was still, I don't know whether it was to do with my computer or what was going on. I'll try it again. Let me just for fun, since I got a cooperative. Yeah, I know, super small chat window, and this thing is massive. And actually, yeah, I can almost read it without my reading glasses, but with them on there, it's perfect. So, and I can actually be right over here without the glasses and still read the chat. So I like that. Yeah, I can't afford one of those massive in your face ones. I think Joel has one of those, but I'm not sure. Somebody I watched had one. Okay, let me try, Jerry. That's an idea. I'm going to try. So I'm going to go into the pin post here. I'm going to join my own stream. Let's see what happens. Camera mic. So I'll mute the mic on this one. The one I'm joining, I'll mute the mic. And I'm going to enter myself as DeWitt3D2. Okay, I got the right, and then the camera, I'm going to switch the camera to the other camera. I'll switch it to the camera on the kitty, and I'll enter broadcast studio. Okay. Whoop. Oh, stop. There. Maybe that's what it was. Now, I'll go back to my StreamYard. Now, let me get on YouTube and see what's happening. This might double echo. Hold on. Anyways, no. Oh, I see. I don't need to listen to myself on YouTube. Now I'll add this. There we go. And we'll just do this. Now, question is, can you guys hear me okay, or does it sound really weird? Or can you hear me at all? Thumbs up, you can hear me? Oh, no. Well, you can type in the response if you can hear me. Or I could do a clap test. So if you can hear me, that means it's working. If you can't hear me, it's obviously not working. Oh. Okay. Well, then it works. Well, that's good then. But I suppose if anybody were to join the stream, I would probably, because I can't hear you, I had to mute my laptop, which is where I'm playing my sound. Because if I unmute my laptop, it sounds terrible. Whoa. Okay. I don't know if you can hear that, but yeah. I know I owe you a sticker. I've yet. I print signs and stickers, and I haven't done my own sticker yet. Your sticker is right. Well, you can't see it, but your sticker is right there. And I got to print my stickers, and I'm going to hopefully get to them Monday or Tuesday. I've just been a little bit busy at the office, so I do owe you a sticker, and I promise I will send you a sticker. I will. I'm going to do a couple different versions, so I'll send you a handful or something or whatever. Yeah, you heard that. Yeah. So that's what's happening if I turn any sound on to try and hear. So I'm thinking that if I do this and there's somebody else in the stream with me, I will have to have the headphones on or I won't be able to hear properly unless that's going to happen. Because I think what's happening is the mic. Well, I don't know because the microphone I've got set for this guy to be the microphone. So I don't know why it's doing that. But hey, you know what? Doesn't matter. As long as it's working this way for now, that's really all that matters. But I don't really need a second camera tonight because there's really nothing to show. So I guess I could always have that running or have a printer running, but nah, not right now. Actually, I should run this printer and run some more of the same thing I'm running on the other one here. So OBS for multicam. Okay. Well, I'm using Extreme when I do my normal live streams. Other than that last one, which was I was getting an error message, but I'm using Extreme, and I've got one, two, three. Three cameras right now. I have a fourth, but for some reason my PC won't recognize the fourth camera. It's not a Logitech. It was a cheap knockoff, but it was pretty decent quality, but it won't work on my laptop. I got to investigate that yet. So, hey, Merc, how you doing? Good to see you out tonight, sir. It's late at your end of the country. So, yeah, so I use the Extreme to broadcast my lives, but the other night when I went to broadcast, I got an error saying something about exceeding my limits. So it was suggested to me from my very smart wife that perhaps I had to be a YouTube Premium member in order to stream as much as I've been streaming, because maybe you have to be a YouTube member to stream live video. I don't know. So I joined YouTube Premium. Not a big deal. It's $12 a month, and actually, I quite like the fact that I don't have to watch ads now. So, so there's that. But then, it wouldn't work on that same night. It wouldn't work, which is why I ended up using StreamYard to do that. The build of this one on I forget, it was Tuesday, I think. But then the next day at my office, I tried my XSplit again and did a test broadcast, and it worked. So maybe I did have to be on YouTube Premium. You guys that stream a lot would probably be able to tell me that if you have to have a YouTube Premium or whatever they call it to stream, unless there's limitations if you don't have it. And yeah, but it worked. And even if I don't need it now, I kind of enjoying the YouTube Premium. Yeah, StreamYard's decent, but I suppose I could add a third camera to StreamYard as well while I'm doing the live broadcast. Yeah, you know what, I could, because all I would have to do, let's try, just for fun, open, because I got this nice big screen and I got lots of real estate. So if I mute that mic and I join with, oops, let's focus this camera a bit so you at least have something not blurry to look at. Come on, focus. I really, anyways, okay. And if I go and I add this camera, there we go, just a sign, we're going to call this DeWitt 3. And then we're going to go enter broadcast studio. And I go back to my original broadcast studio and I have this guy coming in. There we go. So I can have maybe multiple cameras. So YouTube Premium isn't required as far as you know. And you also have Premium, but that is so you don't get all the ads. I love the $12 a month is worth it to not have those ads. I didn't realize how annoying they were until they went away. So there, I can do that. So there's one camera there, and my overhead camera. So yeah, I should have done that on Tuesday, but I was just in a, it was like 5 minutes till airtime, and it was like, this isn't working. I'm sure everybody's gone through that where they have some technical difficulties. So we have that. Okay, cool. Or I can actually just take this and say, let's make this solo layout. That is cool. Okay, well, that's good to know. And I can make this one a solo layout. Look at that. Nice overhead view. Turn that camera a bit. There we go. That light's a bit bright that's on it. I've got to auto drop 3D, Mike. How are ya? I've got to okay, get out. I've got to figure out the lighting in here a little bit yet. I picked up these box lights with the diffusers, and I got another big one right up here, which is probably too close, but I don't have a lot of ceiling space to get those things much higher. So yeah, the ads were driving me nuts. Wow. So yeah, well, that's cool. Yeah, I'm just learning more and more about StreamYard as I go. So very cool. So I can do that. And then I just figured out the other day how people are getting a custom background. The leaves seems to be the standard one. So I'm going to work on that. Ooh, whoa. If I make this myself full screen, it's kind of massive on this monitor. That is something else. I like that. Side by each and just me. Look at that. That's cool. Very cool. Okay. I just have to figure out the sound, and then I'll be okay. Because this is great if I'm streaming and not talking to somebody that's joined on the screen somewhere, wherever that is. But yeah, because you guys all heard what happened when I unmuted my computer. And I think maybe the computer microphone is on, and maybe I just need to figure out how to mute the computer microphone, because it's probably picking me up as well. Yeah. Oh, there's the microphone. Yeah, I'm not going to mess with that. I had trouble getting this mic working tonight. So, what else is everybody doing? Bluetooth earbuds. Yeah, I've got the Apple AirPods. So I really should use them. They're actually just sitting right down there. Yeah, so I should actually try them. See if I can hook Apple AirPods up to my PC. I should be able to, because this PC should be able to give me Bluetooth, I would hope. So I'll have to try that. What are you sorry about, Mike? Bluetooth earbuds is what I'm using mostly these days. Okay, cool. Oh, look, and I can do that. I keep forgetting I can do that. Jerry, you do that all the time in your streams, and I like that. But then you have a lot more viewers than I do for the most part. So, Apple products. Oh, here, I'll even put that up. I'm an Apple fanboy. I mean, I'll admit this is the iPhone 11 Pro. I've had iPhones I've got two of the original iPhones sitting in a drawer over there somewhere. They don't work. They don't do much because they're so old. But yeah. Oh, you too, Maker Viking. There we go. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I'm an Apple fanboy. What can I say? But yeah, but yet I have a PC here, right? And the reason I have a PC here and not a Mac is, well, number one, I couldn't afford the MacBook Pro, and number two, this I'm using this to do Pronterface and those other programs, that you use for connecting to the printers. So we all have our flaws. Yeah, we do. Did I see the link you sent on my phone? Yes, the one of your massive big TV with me on it. Yeah, that was cool. You'll share. What will you share? Your flaws? No, hang on. I don't know. What will you share? Ay, ay. That's rude of me to yawn in my own stream. No, it's not. Well, what the stream? Oh, if you want to share the stream, by all means. I've got the link pinned, and I can check the sound out and see what's going to go on. Everybody else will be able to hear you. I can't guarantee I will, but I'll try and figure it out. Let me remove my two other cameras. And remove my two other cameras. I'm going to shut down myself out. There we go. Okay, hang on. This is confusing as all get out. So what if I just close this window? Watch me kick myself out. No, and if I just, there we go. And if I close this window, there, it's just me in here now. Okay. The YouTube link to get more viewers. Yes. Sure. Go to my, you can share this for sure. And also, if you want to share, I put a promo video on my channel entitled Creality CR6SE. If you want to share that, that'd be great as well. That's a 57-second, very corny promo video I created, and I've shared it in the Creality group. I've shared it in a couple different groups, and I shared it on my DeWitt page. So I'm hoping I get a few viewers tomorrow night. We'll see. I was surprised as all get out. YouTube is broke, no pick to go with it. Okay, well, thanks. I appreciate that, Jerry. I was surprised to all get out when I noticed my subscriber numbers, how fast they went up recently. Like, I feel like I should do a 200 giveaway, but maybe not yet, because I'm climbing. I'm at 194, which is pretty incredible considering 2 weeks ago I was at like 50. So yeah, that kind of just blew my mind. So I'm hoping I get just a little bit of a crowd on Sunday night. I don't know. The only other thing that I'm never sure of is if somebody else is going to stream, and I guarantee if a Joel or a Edge of Tech Jim, or if any of them stream, that I'm not going to get many viewers, which I respect completely. But I've scheduled the stream. I checked. I didn't see anybody else scheduled, so we'll see. And if I have to reschedule, if something big is happening, then I will. I have no problem doing that. So tonight's message. Let me have a look. My phone's locked. It's after 11. After 10, my phone locks, and I don't hear my notifications. Was it a messenger message? I don't see a message tonight from you, Mark. Not in here, not in there. Oh, hang on. Oh, yes, I did. And you were talking about one of these. I have somewhere in here, I have a box of about 6 of these. Because when I order something like this, which is inexpensive, and I order them from out of country, this is a micro SD to an SD card adapter. So I hate the micro SDs, so I could actually theoretically put this in here. And somehow mount this so I can just deal with an SD card. So I have a bunch of these because I did that to a couple printers a while back. And hey, Paul, how you doing tonight? Thanks for popping in. So yeah, I've got about 6 of these somewhere in the basement here. I have this one out because after I built this printer, the day after, I pulled this out so I could maybe print myself something or an adapter or something so I can put this on here. And I don't have to deal with these because I lose these. I mean, yeah, I'm sure there's a few on the floor here because I've dropped them and couldn't find them. So yeah. And when I get them, I usually get one of these adapters, the micro SD to SD adapters, and put this in. And then, yeah, I will definitely use this to, I prefer that much better. So yeah, but thank you for the tip, but I'm ahead of the game on that. And then now that I've talked about it, it bothers me that I don't know where I put them because I've got tons of stuff. Oh, right here. Here's one. There we are. Oh, maybe I don't have that many. There's another version. No, this is micro SD to micro SD, which I don't get because, well, I guess unless you want to run a micro SD to the front. But here's 3 more of the, I believe these are, I thought I had 6. Don't tell me these are all the micro SD to the micro SDs. Huh. Yeah, I think these are micro to micro. Anyways, somewhere I have more of the micro to SD. But yeah, it's when you buy them and they're cheap and I'm paying shipping. I'm going to buy a bunch, whether I use them or not, and I can give them away to somebody who might need them. I have someone in the waiting room. Oh, Mike, how you doing? No, so I'm having audio issues. So let me try something. Hang on. If I do this, sorry everybody if you hear this. Hello. Can you hear me?
Hello. I can hear you. I don't know whether you can hear me.
Oh, I can hear you now. But I'm not getting any feedback.
Okay. Oh, great. That's good news.
I don't think if I'm getting feedback or a loop on YouTube, I'm sure somebody will tell me. I was talking to somebody today, and it was on Jerry's channel. Actually, I was talking about the fact I ordered the belt printer from Creality. And
were you in that first 300? Because I got in on the first 300 that they had at that flash sale price.
I did too. It was stressful because I kept hitting submit, and it would time out. And I swear 12 times before I got through. And I thought, well, I'm done, because while I was doing it, it said sold out on it. But I guess I was in a queue, and it worked. So.
Yeah, it was tough to get in on that. I was on my cell phone at work, and I was hitting the refresh button, just waiting and waiting and waiting for it to happen. But I got this other one, which is working pretty well. So.
Yeah, is that homemade? Like, did you build that?
No, this is the iFactory 3D.
Okay.
The German company that's here. Let me. So this is actually supposed to be mounted on it. I haven't mounted it yet, but it's those guys.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they sent me a printer to play with since I was, we were funding, and we just got it working all tonight. All the slicer software integration. So we have a belt slicer now, which functions.
Oh, cool. Oh, hi, Uriel. Hope I say that right. Hi, Uriel. Thanks for joining. And Paul, do I know anything on a CNC Mill 3018? I know nothing about CNCs, unfortunately. I would love to have a CNC at my business because it's right up the alley for what I do, but number one, I don't have the money for it. And number two, I'm in the basement of an office tower downtown, and even if I could afford a CNC, I couldn't get it in my space.
You do you have a laser at all?
Not yet. I've got one on order. I've ordered the what's that company? Orator.
Is this like a CO2 laser?
No, it's one of those sort of hobby lasers, and it's the one that, I don't know if you watched Jim's, the Edutech Jim's stream or his video.
Oh, yeah. So he's got like one of those kind of standard. They have the 2 belts on the side.
Yeah.
And yeah. So that's like a standardized Chinese design. Well, the Chinese have been cranking them out.
Yeah.
I got
I
one
ordered.
of those, and it works pretty well.
Yeah, I ordered that. I ordered the 40 watt, which was the most powerful one they sold.
Oh,
It's
a 40
had
watt.
the 40 watt. Yeah.
40 watt. That's good. That's got to be a CO2 laser.
Well, I don't know, but it's maybe it is a CR2, but I think they say effectively the output on that is like 5 watts or something. I don't know all that how that works. So
Oh, then it's probably a diode laser. If it's a diode laser,
it is a diode laser.
yeah,
Yeah.
so that's not going to have very much juice on the output, but you'll be able to do engraving.
Yeah, I don't want to cut. I don't necessarily need to cut. But yeah, all I want it for is engraving and just to play around with. I've got actually, hang on, I've got. I need more space down here. I've got this thing,
Oh, well, that's very similar.
but it's not as powerful. So I think this is the similar thing, the diode laser, but it's not as powerful as the one I have on order. And this one I haven't really played with much, but I wanted something a little stronger. So this will be my, I don't know, I'll play with this one a little bit, but then when I get the other one coming in, I don't know, I'll fiddle it, and I'll do a stream on setting the other one up. I think I've had this one for a while. So, but the wires are a mess. It needs wire management badly.
If you're looking for like a desktop actual cutter,
Yeah.
they have some. They're called the K40 lasers. You can get them on eBay for around $350 shipped.
Oh, that's not bad.
And
Okay.
it's a CO2 laser. You have to have like a bucket of water to run for the coolant.
Okay.
But they work pretty well. I was able to get it up and running pretty easy.
Right. Okay. Oh, and Paul's just saying that it's a desktop mini. Okay. I'll have to look at that. A CNC Mill 3018 desktop mini.
Ooh.
Yeah. I'll have to see what those things are going for.
This like an XYZ router kind of a deal?
Yeah, I would imagine it. Yeah. That I would definitely need better. Like, I don't have any outside ventilation here. It's the basement of a house. So, but down at my office, you never know what I could set up there.
Yeah, as long as you got like a vacuum or something, you can kind of vent outside.
Yeah. So Jerry says 7 watt, 15 watt, or 20 watt. Yeah, I think the one I got, it said 40 watt, and it was, I wish I could remember the name of it, actually. I could look it up right here, but I have a computer right in front of me. I'm trying to remember who I ordered it from. There's so many of those companies. It's not Banggood. Who's the other one?
Alibaba?
No. Let's see.
AliExpress? No, not that.
It was GearBest is who I ordered it from. Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah. GearBest. Okay.
I don't know why I keep forgetting GearBest's name. So if I look at, hang on, what I'll do, I think I have the capability to do, if I share screen.
Is GearBest is kind of like Hobby King, right?
Yeah. Ooh, that'll work. There we go.
Yeah.
Okay, now, and that, the fact that I have a massively big monitor, I can drag that window out and then bring this window. Oh, I like this new monitor.
I could definitely tell you're a Mac user because you have your windows kind of like haphazardly placed around. You can't really like maximize on there, can you?
On this monitor? No, well,
no, on a Mac.
On a Mac, no.
I'm just razzing you because you use a Mac. Don't mind me.
What did I just do? Okay, here we go. Okay, so GearBest.
Oh, they probably got some deals now too.
Oh, I'm sure they have they have some Black Friday deals, and so if I sign in, I believe that's me here. So this is the one I ordered right here. Oops, I don't want that. Stop. Right here.
Okay, yeah, so that's going to have a little bit beefier laser.
Yeah, so the Ortur 32-bit, and it's a black 20-watt US plug.
Well, okay, so that's the power supply, but what's the actual laser diode rated at?
I think it's 20 watt because if you see I could have ordered a 20 watt, 15 watt, or 7 watt.
Yeah, but scroll down, scroll down.
Oh, scroll down.
Okay, let's see.
Whoops. Come on. Oh, I hate this mouse. My Mac mouse doesn't do this. There we go. I can make that a little bigger.
Yeah, go down to the specifications area.
There we are.
Okay, so
power of laser engraver, 36 watt, 12 volt, 3 amps, electrical power. Yeah, see, I don't know how, all I know is it'll engrave pretty good. It just won't cut.
You might be able to cut some acrylic on it if you just run it a bunch of times over the surface of it,
Right.
Definitely set paper on fire.
Yeah. So laser power 7 watt. Right there.
Okay. Okay, so that's the you got that many lumens. Okay.
Anyways, it was pretty good. I don't think I paid. Oh, Black Friday, $279. I hope I paid less than that.
Because like if you had like a proper 20-watt laser, like the actual laser output, you would definitely be able to cut with that.
Right. Oh, I paid more. Oh no, that's US $279. Okay. Oops. Let's see. Because if I go back to that, yeah, that's a US price, $279. And if I go to Canadian dollars, Canadian, $372.39, and I paid $373. Okay, it's $1 cheaper.
Oh there. Yeah, look at that Black Friday deal.
Yeah, $1 off what I paid for a Black Friday deal. Yeah, there we go. Okay, now I can make this window bigger, and there we're back. Oh, look at that. Yeah, this new monitor is pretty cool.
So what do you got, like a 4K kind of a dealio?
I don't know if it's 4K. It's should have bought a K40. Now you have two of the same. Oh, just reading the chat here.
Yeah, that's going to be very similar to your existing laser.
Right. Probably just a little stronger.
Yeah, you've upgraded from tea to coffee.
Yeah, that's true. Uriel saying, where are you guys from? I'm in Canada, and I believe Mark's in Canada, and everybody else on here, I believe, is in the United States. Oh, Maker Viking is not. Maker Viking is Norway, aren't you?
He's all the way over in Europe someplace.
Europe, yeah, Norway.
Yes.
What, am I 3D printing, or what is Mike 3D printing? Paul's asking. I'm 3D printing some COVID keys. But here is, oops, I don't want to share that screen again. I want to do this and go to this camera. There we go. That's the, oh man. I bought this. It's a 32-inch Samsung curved screen.
Oh, okay. So, how you liking the curve on it? Because that's got to be a little bit weird when you're like doing CAD stuff or anything, right?
Oh, it's not. I'm just using it for broadcasting right now, and if I'm doing, I haven't tried it for Fusion 360. I usually use my laptop for that, but I will try it and see. But it's just made it much easier for me to read the comments because I can see them so much easier. So,
yeah, I've heard that those curved screens are great for gaming, but like for CAD work, they're a little bit weird because your straight lines aren't straight lines.
Right. Well, I guess you just have to. I have to trust, especially if I'm designing something. Yeah, they are straight. So, yeah, Norway. Yeah, Maker Viking Norway. I thought so. And so it's early in the morning for Norway right now. Yeah, the rude guy is in Las Vegas.
Yeah, I don't think the Maker Viking sleeps at all. You know, because he's on every single stream at any time of the day. It's insane.
Right. Oh, Uriel is in Mexico. Cool.
Woo.
Very cool. I love Mexico. I like scuba diving in Mexico. My favorite location. One of my favorite spots to dive.
How deep you go normally?
Normally 60, 70, 80 feet. Recreationally, I can theoretically only go to 120. So, but there's really nothing much to see down that deep unless you're going for a wreck dive or something.
Okay.
Jerry, if I want a curve monitor in Vegas, just leave it in the sun for 15 minutes in the summer. Yes. Make your monitor frame out of PLA and see how that works.
Oh yeah, leaving PLA on the dashboard of your car during the summer is great because it takes on the curvature of your dashboard and the texture.
Yeah. I haven't tried that yet, so.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't know how hot it gets up there because you're in Canada, right?
Yeah. Well, we get our hottest last summer was about 29, let's say 30 degrees, which is about
What's
90.
that in freedom units?
About 90. So, yeah. But we get cold.
If you had it sitting in the sun because you got to get it as like a hot box.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, your windshield is basically a big magnifying glass for what's ever sitting on your dash. Yeah, we get snow, Paul. Well, mind you, right now in Calgary, I'm out in the western part. I'm in Calgary, Alberta. I'm just above Montana. We're having quite a mild winter so far. Like it was +8 today, which is, +10, which is 10, 20, about 50 degrees Fahrenheit, 10 degrees Celsius.
Gotta wait for the jet stream to dip down, right?
Yeah, well, we get what's called Chinook winds that blow in from the west. Western Canada, Vancouver and the coast don't usually get much snow in the winter, but we get the west winds called Chinook winds that come across the ocean, probably from Hawaii, which I think is where they got their name, Chinook. I'm not sure, but we've been lucky this year. We've had a couple snowfalls, nothing to write home about, but we've been very fortunate. The fact that we have a 10-degree day at the end of November is incredible. So.
Yeah, I know. It's so terrible, all this global warming stuff. It's the worst.
Yeah. Yes. Global warming. That's a conversation I don't usually have because I'm not we've had global warming for 100 years. I mean, it's been in conversations for too many years. But I think the ozone layer naturally depletes anyways. So I'm not 100% sure if we're helping it, but hey.
I don't think those two things are related.
No, well, yeah, I know, I guess not. Although they say that the aerosols and stuff deplete the ozone layer, but you don't hear about that anymore.
Well, that's because they banned all the refrigerants, which would murder the ozone molecules. It's kind of crazy with those things. Like you can experiment with it. You get one of those CFCs, and it'll destroy like 100 molecules of ozone.
Right.
You can do that in a lab, and it's kind of fun because you can. Yeah.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. It is what it is. I mean, I don't want to leave a bad environment for anybody, but at the same time, it's kind of out of individuals' hands other than our vote. But I don't get political on here like nobody else does. So, yeah. So, Mark, your snow just melted. Yeah, and you're out east in Ontario, and they get. I grew up in Eastern Canada in Ontario, and in a big city, Toronto, and I didn't like the winters out there because they're so damp, and the cold just gets right to the bones. Out here, it's dry. Out here, it's a dry cold, which may not make any sense, but yeah. If anybody lives on a coastal city or something, they know what I mean.
Well, Connecticut's the worst during the summertime because we have the water and the sound and all that, and it's just humid as can be. It's the worst.
Yeah, yeah.
The winter is actually kind of a reprieve because things dry out during the wintertime because it's cold.
Oh wow, yeah. Non-fam, you're out Eastern Canada as well, so yeah, you guys get more warmth out there in the winter than we do out here. I remember up out when it snowed, but when it was not snowing and it was warm, it was nice. And you get snow as well, Paul. Yeah, that's in Wisconsin. Yeah, oh definitely. That's in Wisconsin's up in the northern states, isn't it? North part. And it's green grass there. Wow.
I think we've gotten 2 dustings so far that haven't lasted more than like 3 hours so far.
Right. Uriel, I've never seen snow. It doesn't snow here. I hope not. That's where everybody goes to get away from the snow. Well,
wait a second. Is that the guy from Mexico?
Mexico, yeah.
Yeah, if we got snow in Mexico, we got other issues.
Then we got global cooling issues or something. Well, that's yeah. I guess I don't know if I've ever had other than tropical rainstorms. I don't know if I've ever had a cold day in Mexico on all the trips I've been on down there. I like going to the Gulf Coast, of course, because it's tropical more, and the Gulf, more into the Caribbean side, and you get so much nicer weather.
Yeah.
What you printing there? Just more? Are those calibration cubes?
So I printed just a 20 by 20 cube. I actually designed it in the CAD software that we have as kind of part of the AutoDrop platform.
Okay.
I was just doing testing of infill. I finally got infill working today.
Oh, good.
It was only printing out the shells, and I was very disappointed and sad. But now it's printing out infill, and I'm doing a big Benchy. So
okay.
I printed like half of a Benchy the other day.
Yeah.
Like this is a kind of a bigger Benchy.
Yeah.
I think this was 3 times the normal size.
But
okay. I don't have any infill in there. It's like it's just a shell.
Oh, wow.
Which is kind of weird because there were spots where it didn't catch.
Right.
So like I have these holes in here where it just kind of
because there's no infill. Yeah. Overhang. Yeah.
But now I have the infill working, and I'm printing out like a double-sized Benchy. And I think I'm gonna try to print one out that goes kind of like the full height of this machine.
Oh, very cool.
That's the goal.
That's very cool. Yeah, I was watching on, I don't remember whose stream I was watching on, saying that the Benchy's printed on those belt printers because of the 45-degree angle of the head, that you're getting overhangs in spots where you don't get overhangs on regular printers.
Oh yeah, no, it's amazing how these things work because like the slicing software for it is just a giant hack, right? Mm-hmm. They like skew the model and then they slice it and then they do like this little kind of post-processing thing to it.
Yeah.
Actually, you don't have to do post-processing if you skew it before you slice it. But I'm trying to find one of the Benchies, which I did.
Yeah.
Because you can see there's only one surface on it that's bad.
Okay, take care, Jerry. Thanks for popping in. Appreciate it. Thank you for sharing my link for Sunday.
So this was a Benchy. I think I printed this one with support turned on. I'm trying to find one that doesn't have this. Oh, here we are. So, nope, that one has support on it. Damn it. Why can't I find what I need? This one was printed without support. And this was printed at like, I don't know, super, super fast.
Right.
Because I was trying to do testing. So you can see like the back of the chimney here. It's not great.
Yeah. Okay.
You can see the back of the boat itself isn't really super awesome. But I was printing this really fast, so when I print them slower, the backs of the boats are really nice actually. So this is a bigger one, and that's going to come out perfect. And then like this had a raft on it, so.
Okay. Uriel's asking, what slicer do you use for that printer?
Yeah, so there's three companies now that are actually selling printers that are these belt-based printers, and all of the slicing software is based off of the Black Belt slicer.
Oh, okay.
Now the slicing software I'm using right here is part of the AutoDrop 3D cloud. So we're the only ones who have a belt slicer that runs in the cloud today.
Oh, okay. Now, is that the same slicer that, what's Creality going to use with their CR30? Do you know?
The CR30, as far as I know from what I've seen, it is just a skinned and like they have the config files for their printer, and it's Black Belt Cura with some Creality sprinkles in.
Okay.
The iFactory people, they also have a version of Cura, and that is also based off of the Black Belt slicer, I believe.
Okay.
Our thing is also, like we're working off of the that same kind of a code base, but we got the developer who did the original development work for them to put together us a command line package so that we could tie it into our back end.
Okay. Will, hey Will, thanks for popping in. Will says, just ordered the CR6 SE and hope it won't have issues. Yeah, I hope so too. I'm building one live on my channel on Sunday night.
Do you have a fire extinguisher?
If you listen to my promo ad, it's kind of funny. I tell people, be ready on 911 just in case. But you know what? I think for the thousands and thousands they sold, there's a handful of issues, but you're going to get that in any mass production machine. I don't care what it is. Yeah. I think the fact that this was such a PR thing that they did with Kickstarter and the amount of money they raised and the amount of buzz they did amongst the community, and the fact that some of the early guys like the Joels and the Jims and so forth, and the Maker's Muse Angus that got the early versions had some issues. And then when they, it happens. Like, you can get a bum iPhone because just the way they're mass produced. So yeah, no apple cracks here, right? But if anything mass produced, you're going to have a certain percentage, and they expect that there's going to be a certain percentage that have issues. It's unfortunate if they happen to be fire issues, but I mean, that's the whole thing is good luck trying to sue somebody in China for something burning your house down in Canada. But that's sort of a buyer beware and a user beware that, if it's out there and you hear about it, we'll watch for it. So one of the first things I'm going to do is plug in my USB cable, see if I get a spark. If I do, I know I have an issue. So that's one of the issues that they were talking about on it. But
what's the famous one which had all the fire starting issues?
Oh,
the Rubber 8. What was it?
I don't remember. Somebody was talking about it just the other day and saying they're getting better and better with it. But I don't remember the brand name. But I think a lot of the companies these days, I mean, thermal runaways, a common thing on printers now. It should be. So
yeah, I know this guy has it because I've seen that error message.
Right. Yeah, so I know they, and I haven't tested it on this. I should one day test it on all my printers, but I guess I'm too trusting. I trust that it's going to work. So knock on wood, I haven't had a fire in one of my printers yet. So, Monoprice MP10 Mini. Okay, I have to look that one up. I've heard Monoprice makes decent printers.
I actually, well, this is based on one of those Monoprice units. You can get one of these for like $100.
Oh, okay.
We put our ejector on it, but the problem with these is that the nozzles clog pretty easily.
Right.
So you gotta basically replace your hot end assembly because it's a piece of junk.
Mm.
But Monoprice does make solid little printers that are great as like a first printer.
Yeah, I think ANET, Maker Viking says ANET. I think that's
the ANET E8.
Yeah, they were having trouble with the fires on those. Yeah. But they survived it, right? I think they addressed the issues and maybe admitted to it, but they survived it because apparently they're getting better.
Oh, yeah. I guess that they're making relatively decent machines now.
Mm-hmm.
People still punish them a bit for that, but... Yeah, this Benchy isn't looking too bad.
Very cool. I'm excited to get mine, and I think they're going to start shipping in March, they say. So I'm figuring April, May, June by the time it ships, because they come over by boat, I'm sure. So I'm figuring by the summer I should have mine, and I'm gonna just do an honest, genuine unbox live stream. So it's just everything new to me. So I mean, I've watched a few of them. I haven't seen anybody assemble it. Apparently it's minimal assembly. So
yeah, that one apparently the assembly is really quick because I guess it comes in like 3 pieces, right?
Yeah,
you have the bed, then you have like one half of this, and then the other half of that.
Yeah.
These guys they supposedly are going to be shipping some of them before Christmas for a certain sponsorship level.
Yeah.
Which I have no doubt that they'll end up delivering those because apparently they have enough parts for a lot of machines like in stock, ready to rock.
Right. Yeah. So Uriel says, what do I think about the Ender 3D V2? I bought one in June as my first printer, but I don't have it yet because of the pandemic. Oh, that's too bad. It's with family in the USA. I built this one on Tuesday. This was my first ever Ender 3 V2. I was a fan of the Anycubic i3 Mega, but now I sent those back after running this one, and I built another one at my business downtown here where I work, and I've been running them both a fair bit in the last few days, just running different things that I've designed and so forth. And I'm extremely happy with it, actually. The leveling, I would, if you watch my video or my live build and skip ahead or whatever, there's a couple things I do recommend on it, that you change the springs on the bed leveling knobs. You don't have to change the knobs necessarily. I just did that because these things are really cool looking, these red knobs.
That's got to be easier to grip, right?
But the springs, if I show you, where did I put them? I have too many drawers up here, but the springs that come with the printer, I know I kept them. Oh, here we are. Right here. So I'm going to switch cameras here for a second. I'm going to switch cameras here to this guy. So the springs that come with the printer on them are these ones right there. Those are the springs that come in the leveling, for the leveling springs. Come on, focus. There we are. And I switch them out. I buy these on Amazon, these yellow springs. And these yellow ones, they're thicker and oh, come on, focus. Ooh. Anyways, there we go. Anyway, so basically, I'm going to switch the camera back. So when I tighten the springs down to level the bed, the knobs would still, these are the original knobs that run it, and there's nothing wrong with these knobs at all.
Well, those are pretty big. Those actually look really nice.
Yeah, they're fine. I just like the feel of the stainless steel, of the aluminum. Those
Oh,
aluminum
you actually
ones,
have aluminum knobs.
yeah, they're aluminum knobs. I bought a bunch of these from Creality at one time, and I think I bought like 24 of them because I was paying shipping. So this spring that came on it, I can put that in between my fingers, and I can pretty much compress that thing down all the way with my fingers, and I'm not using a lot of strength to do that. With these yellow springs, I am struggling
It's got more
about halfway. So yeah, so when I tighten the bed down with these cheap springs, and it's level, and if I touch the knobs, they actually move with very little effort. These ones here, I can rub on them, and I can actually rub on them pretty hard, and there's no movement at all. So,
well, it's always better to kind of get that spring good and compressed because
as much
it
as you
will
can.
stop wiggling so much.
Yeah.
Like the whole build table will wiggle if you don't have it compressed.
Yeah,
really
the first thing I did, I replaced these springs. Then I tightened the bed down to compress these springs to about 90% compression, and then I adjusted my Z limit switch as necessary to get the nozzle close enough so that I didn't have to loosen these springs off too much to get a level bed. So, yeah. But that's the one modification I made on this. Forget the knobs, that's cosmetic, but was the springs. So, but yeah, this thing's been printing flawlessly. Let me show you. I'm just going to switch the camera here for Uriel again. And this just printed earlier today. I haven't even taken it off the bed yet.
Oh, the cat.
Come on, focus. Okay, this camera was focusing nicely for me earlier. It's being stubborn right now. The cat, there we go.
Oh, look at that.
That's a really good quality print. Good surface on that. Those are supports that it printed that stood up to hold the thing. And I mean, that's great. Now, I suppose I could break this support off and just show you the little text that's on the belly of the cat.
I always try to print things off with the out support turned on.
Yeah. I think that support on the front was just for the chin. And then if I pull this support off of the hand, there we go. Even where the support went, that's a decent print. I mean, that's really nice. And the back,
I couldn't see where it was touching because the support didn't leave any residue.
No,
it doesn't look like.
No, I mean, that's smooth under where the support was. So, and that's a pre-sliced file. But then I also went ahead and I designed my own. I designed this little dice box in Fusion 360 today. So basically, this opens up. Oops, sorry about that. This opens up. And then you can put some dice in there. And I got the magnetic closures, and then of course the lid to go with that. And then these are really good. This was done on the Ender 3 V2 at my office. And if we look at the side there, I mean that's the bottom layer. Not focusing too well. That's not the best light, but that's a really nice print. And then inside. So yeah. So yeah, I'm quite happy with this printer, and so I've got 2 more on order. So, well, I think I got 2 more on order. I've got 1 more on order for sure, because I'm replacing all the Anycubics that I sent back to Amazon. So I've got 1 more on order for sure, and the other one I don't know if it went through because they sold out. And I think, Mark, you bought yours off Creality Direct, I believe, after I sent you that email. Or that message, and they've since sold out. So in Canada, they say they're going to be more in Canada on December 15th, but that means nothing. So, yeah.
So do you sell those dice boxes? Or are you planning on selling those? Do you have like a web store that you sell your stuff on, or is it all just like word of mouth?
Well, word of mouth. This was just my business partner saying, and this is the blue one I did, and the red one actually has the dice in it, so they just sit in there, just like that.
You gotta do it for like the Dungeons and Dragons people, because those people love to spend money on dice boxes.
Yeah, that's true, I suppose. Yeah, and yeah, so I could do that. That's a thought, because actually this was almost my graduation project for myself from for Fusion 360. I finally learned how to do some little more complex stuff in it, which to me this is a little more complex when I have to project a drawing onto this to do the surface, and then allow for the whatever you call that again, tolerance. So yeah. So I'm thinking of maybe coming up with something like this, like a dice box for Yahtzee, people that play Yahtzee and for 5 dice. So Paul asked a question here earlier and I missed it here. What do I think the TiVo Tarantula Pro 3D printer? I don't know. I've never used the TiVo Tarantula. I know I've seen reviews on it and there's a lot of information, but honestly, I can't say anything about it because I don't know. Sorry. My channel's pretty new. These printers I'm actually buying a lot of these printers. The Kickstarter ones I get just because they're really good deals, and it's a hobby I like, and it's cheaper than golfing. And I'm buying printers for work because we're actually making money with some of our printers now, and so I'm buying ones for work. But as I'm buying them, I'm doing the unboxing just because. I'm not in this for the money by any means, because I have a full-time job and own a business and everything. But I enjoy this. It's taken me out of my comfort zone. I would never do this 5 years ago. And if I can help somebody with a little different perspective in building something and just maybe bring a different angle to it. I mean, I'm learning as I go as well. Like, I don't know if you were on my stream when I made the one printer smoke. So,
no.
Well, it was just a dumb mistake I made, right? So, and it's probably a mistake that the big guys, when I say big guys, I mean the guys that have tens of thousands of subscribers, they probably wouldn't make that mistake, but I made that mistake and it was live and it was, oh well, I'm learning as I go too, right? So,
hey, nothing brings people to a channel more than something catching on fire.
Yeah, oh no. Well, that's what somebody told me today, said smoke brings more viewers.
Absolutely.
So in my promotion, that I made a little promotion video that's on my channel now for Sunday night, and it talks about the CR6SE Kickstarter edition. And I said, will it smoke? Will it spark? Tune in and see. So we'll see what happens there. Oh, you're welcome, Uriel. That's just a tip. That was a tip that I got from another YouTuber. And I'm just passing that tip on my channel as well. And a lot of the knowledge I've gotten from watching YouTube channels such as this. And that's what I'm trying to do now, is share what I've learned with other people, because I think that's sort of how these communities are built. So, and these communities so far that I've come across, everybody is incredibly wonderful. Everybody is willing to share anything, as far as knowledge goes. So. Yeah,
it really is kind of crazy, the whole 3D printing community.
Yeah,
just friendly people.
Yeah, very much so.
And then you got a whole bunch of jerks with beards.
Yeah. Non-fam. He was on that stream. He said, just a little puff, nothing bad. Other than I burnt out a stepper driver, but hey.
Hey, a little puff every now and then is okay.
Yes. At least I didn't burn out the motherboard. The printer still worked. I sent it back anyways. But hey, the one positive about the printers I did send back is they all got upgraded stepper drivers. So whoever they sell the used printers to, which they usually do, are going to have silent boards. So.
Oh. Well, that's nice.
Yeah. You do your 3D printing as a hobby too. Yeah. And I got into it as a hobby.
It
And
gets
then-
expensive though, because
Oh,
you buy a new printer every month, and then you're spending 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Eventually, it's going to cost you $1,200 a month to get your fix.
But you think about it, I don't drink, I don't smoke. I'm saving crap load of money right there. I don't, and I'm not against it. I'm just saying I don't. And big one is I don't golf. My business partner golfs, and in the summer times, well, he used to. He's got a few joint issues and stuff right now, but that's not. But he used to golf 30, 40 rounds a summer or so, and it gets expensive to golf. And then when you're golfing, just like any hobby, it's like, okay, you start out with your $100, $200 set of clubs. And then the more you go, well, I got to get that $500 driver, or I've got to get that $300 putter.
Well, how long until you're getting a Stratasys?
But the point is that it's not cheap to golf. It's not cheap to drink. It's not cheap to smoke. It's not cheap to do a lot of different things. And so this is my hobby, and I'm not spending a ton. And that's why I look for the Black Friday sales, the Kickstarter. I mean, I got that mill, the CR30 well, you got it too. So the flash sale, it's probably over 50% off of what it's going to retail for once it comes out. So,
yeah.
And I
just clean living in 3D printers. I mean, I guess it's the way to stay young, eh?
Yeah, I couldn't turn that down. So I have no problem as a hobby spending $500 a month on my hobby. So, and if that means a printer, if that means a laser, if that means something, then why not? And then I thought that's sort of how this all started. I got inspired from some of the other channels, and I thought, well, let's share it. I mean, YouTube's here. I've always been a shy person. This is out of my comfort zone. I'm sitting in my basement talking to myself most of the time, and until I have guests like you on here.
Hey, you're doing okay.
Well, thank you. And I thought, let's just do it. I enjoy this. Let's build up some benches here and invest a little bit and set it up, get some lights, whatever, and just share with people what I'm building, what I'm doing. And it may not be 3D printers all the time. It may be, I don't know what else I could possibly buy that I could set up. It could have been that Pac-Man machine I have over there. I could have done a live build of that. Who knows? But it's mainly based on 3D printing because that's my main hobby right now. But I could talk about scuba diving as well because that's another hobby of mine that I love. So who knows?
Well, scuba diving's got to be a bit expensive, eh?
Yeah.
Right? Or yeah.
I read we need to open up the CR6E, check connectors, and maybe replace the power switch. Yeah, I'm going to look for that for sure. I may not open up right away because I'm going to, when I do my live streams, I like to treat it like I'm a newbie. It's my first printer. I just got it. I'm going to read the instructions. I haven't watched any YouTube videos. I just got it, and I'm going to build it, and I'm trusting the company to know what they're doing when they send it to me. If I discover any issues along the way, then I'll go into further and say, okay, let's check this out. Let's see what's going to happen. Like one thing I learned that I didn't know is the wires that go into the into the motherboard from the power supply. What's that called when they coat the tips? Tinning?
Oh, tinning. Yeah.
Tinning. So I learned that's not a good thing. And I didn't know that prior to this. So there's a lot of people out there that say tinning, you need to cut that off, strip your wires and put them back in, because what'll happen eventually, the tinning will wear off and your wires will loosen up.
I mean, it really depends, right? Because it's not going to be necessarily bad, but you can't crush the wires into the terminals so well. But I mean, I wouldn't worry so much about tinned wires. I'd be more worried about things just not being connected all the way and being able to fall out.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, exactly. Yeah. So, I definitely check those things. But as I say, when I approach this as a new person, new to the hobby, and I don't know of all these things to check, I just see if the printer is going to work first. And then if it does, then I may get into, like some of these other guys do, I may get into, okay, now do another video and say, here's what you really need to go in and check on the printer, because, right away I always tell people now, tighten all the screws on the outside of the printer on the frame, because some of them loosen up during shipping. Like on this one here, there's 4 main bolts that hold the bottom frame together, and those 4 were all a little bit loose. They all needed tightening, 4 on each side. So,
oh, you know what's really nice is you get some of that Loctite stuff, not the red stuff, because that red stuff you can never get off. Right?
Blue, right?
Red or blue, I don't know which one it is.
Right.
But one of them is really good to throw on all your screwed connections.
Mm-hmm.
Not your wires, but just like the physical connections.
Mark, I'm always talking to myself when I don't have a YouTube channel.
They have places for people like that.
If you're answering yourself back, like if you're having a two-way conversation with yourself, then I'm gonna maybe post a few links and suggest a few places you may want to look at. So Maker Viking says, yep, it's dangerous, the tinned wires. And I've heard that from more and more people lately. So I have the Anycubic at work that I've had for a couple years. I know the wires in that are tinned. I haven't had a problem. Fortunately, I have really good insurance down there. And their sprinkler system down there. So I'm not overly worried if a fire happens on my printer there's sprinkler system right above it. It's going to trigger it. But again, I will look into that. It's one of those things that I maybe...
Does the wire move an awful lot? Because you really only have to worry about soldered tinned wires if you're going to have that wire flexing an awful lot.
Right. Uriel, I just graduated from college. Congratulations. Very good. I'm a graphic designer with a specialty in 3D animation, and I love 3D stuff, and I really want to work in 3D printing soon. Oh, great. Oh, wow. I toyed with 3D animation once, and it's like way above my head. I'm just dipping my feet into 3D modeling with Fusion 360 lately, and it's like, wow, I probably know 1% of what that software will do, and it's just enough to get me by to do simple stuff like this. And I want to do more complicated things and learn. I'd love to design some of those print-in-place things that I don't know if you've seen Clockspring 3D, his stuff, but yes, some of the stuff that people are designing is great, and that's my goal, is to just learn a little bit every day or every time I get on, and just get better as I go.
Yeah, I find it's kind of difficult, right? So if you've learned how to do CAD stuff, and then you go to try to learn how to do the more organic kind of sculpty modeling, they're totally different animals.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you want to go and learn Blender or ZBrush, you have to like throw out all your CAD knowledge.
Mm. Well, the one thing, Mark says over tighten the tin wires and they should be fine. Yeah, then as I say, they're not moving at all.
If they're not moving, you don't have to worry about them.
They're just steady. So yeah, and I haven't had a problem yet. So we'll see. But no, it's sound advice, and I can see why some people think they're dangerous. Let's say Loctite versus acrylic is no good. Loctite versus acrylic.
That might be correct. Yeah, because there are some glues that will eat at acrylic.
Oh, okay. And there would be where's the acrylic going to come in?
Well, I don't think that particular printer has any. Does it? That one's all sheet metal.
Yeah, this is all aluminum.
Yeah, some machines they make them out of acrylic, like that ANET A8 or whatever. That was, I think, an acrylic machine.
Right. It like talking to God. Blue is lighter. Oh, so the blue Loctite is lighter, so it's not as tough. Yeah.
You know what's great about acrylic though? If you get some nice thick acrylic, right, you can build stuff that is super sturdy, and you get that liquid. It's like water almost.
Yeah.
You squirt it on your joints, and it literally welds it into one piece.
Oh,
and
okay.
It's amazing.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
It's invisible. Like once you put the two pieces together, they become transparent and like perfectly, it's one piece.
Oh, nice. I've not heard of that.
Yeah, what do they call it? Acrylic. Something. It's a solvent. It's like glue 3, or they don't call it glue. It's something 3. That's the one you want.
Oh,
You
okay.
have to like suck it up into like this little bottle, and it has like a needle almost that you use to apply it because it's just so liquidy, and you have to like squeeze the bottle before you turn it upside down and let it suck air in the entire time. Otherwise, it just flows out.
Oh, okay. I have a adhesive here. Which one is it? It's this one. I use this adhesive.
Is that? Oh yeah. That's the exact stuff.
Oh, is it? Okay. That's what you're talking about.
That stuff works. It's amazing on acrylic and like plexiglass and stuff like that.
I think my lid's not on tight. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It works great. I use that to bond some models together. Whoops. Oh, I'm dropping stuff. Oh.
Yeah, I've never tested it on any other plastics, but
Right.
on the acrylic stuff, like you squirt it on there, and within like 3 minutes, everything is super solid.
Yeah. Well, I've used that to bond 3D printed stuff together before, and it works. And it almost makes it like it's one piece.
Yeah. It's like it's a weld.
If you break it, it won't break at that glue joint. It breaks somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Paul. Good night, Mike. Or Paul. Sorry.
You got to watch out with that stuff though, because that stuff instantly absorbs into your skin if you get it on you.
Yeah, it does. And then, so I use a little bottle.
Yeah,
Like
that's exactly it.
With a
It's got
syringe.
like a needle almost.
Yeah. Okay, that's exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, you suck it in.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Oh, I got this because
Amazing.
this is used in sign making a lot for the acrylic panels, and the people use. So when you do a sign for a sign box, you have to sort of put a little strip up top and on the bottom for sliding it into those light boxes.
Oh, yeah.
This is what they use to adhere that little strip to the top of the sign because it basically makes it one piece.
Yeah, it becomes entirely transparent unless you're kind of fresh to it and you get like bubbles in there.
Yeah. Then I have another one, and it's the same stuff, but this is a number 16.
Oh, so that one's a little bit slower, right?
It's gel. It's more of a gel, yeah, than a water. Yeah.
Does that have the same effect? Like, does it chemically weld them together, or is it kind of a different thing?
No, it's same effect. It's just slower. Okay, so the number 3 working time is 1 minute versus 5 to 6 minutes, and the fixture time on the liquid is 2 minutes, and the fixture time on the thicker one is 10.
How thick are we talking there?
They both achieve maximum in 24 hours. Well, we're talking.
No. Like how thick is like the thing? Because the one is really thin. It's like water. How thick is the other one?
The other one is it's a gel. I mean, I can turn the can upside down and nothing comes out.
Okay, so it's almost like honey.
Yeah. Hang on one second for me. Guys, I got to run. I have a child awake, and so I'm going to run. So, but thank you everybody for joining me tonight. And if you're around Sunday night around 8:00 Mountain Time, I'm going to be doing the Ender or the CR6 SE build. So join me then. Yep. Thanks for dropping in, Mike. Appreciate it.
Oh, thanks for having the link up. This is
Yeah, no
great.
problem.
It's always
That's great.
fun.
Okay, thanks, Uriel. Thank you. Mark, Uriel, Maker Viking, Paul, Shane, Mika. Um, hope I don't forget anybody else that's been in here. There's a few silent people watching because I see there's more viewers, but thank you, everybody. And we will check out my promo video that I made. Let me know what you think. And if we see you guys Sunday night, we see you Sunday night. Take care. See you, Mike.
Have a good night.
You too.
Oh, wait a second. Did he leave me on? uh, I think he left the stream running. Oh, this is great. We could have all sorts of fun. Well, I guess I'll just leave it praying here. Why not? For a little while. See how long it takes for him to figure it out. Yeah, that is a dangerous thing. uh, well, I guess I'll sign off here, and hopefully the stream doesn't just keep on running with nobody in it. We'll see. Hello, Mark.
I didn't realize there were still people here that I left this running, but Mom just got home at the same time the child woke up, and she's taking care of him. And so I came back down and saw this thing is still running. That's funny. I did, obviously I need to learn how to shut down a broadcast, but no, I put our 4.5-year-old to bed earlier, and Mom went out. She was out with a friend, and he came to the top of the steps here, and he was, "Oh, mommy!" Right? I know that time I've got to stop what I'm doing, take care of him. That's why she's always home on my live streams when I'm actually doing a build. And as I walked upstairs to get him, I heard the front door open, and Mommy got home. And she said, "Go back downstairs and do what you're doing." I said, "Well, I'll go down and shut down." And I was on a stream, and I ended the stream, and I ended the stream. I thought I ended the stream, and I come down to shut it down, and I got a message from my friend Mark, says, "Your YouTube stream did not shut down. Good night." And I'm thinking, what? So I obviously need to learn how to shut down a StreamYard stream properly. So there we go. You could have had some real fun. You could have, yeah, because you could have stayed on it. Wow. You have to click end broadcast in the top right. I did. Or did I? Or did I just close the window? I must have just closed the window and not click the end broadcast button. Okay. I thought I did. I knew I had to do that, and I thought I did, but obviously I didn't. And man, 8 people stayed on. I mean, that's incredible. I left Mike hanging. I didn't mean to leave you hanging, Mike. I'm sorry. I thought I shut it down. Oh, wow. Anyways, that's as I said earlier, I'm learning as I go. So, and that's what's making people come back to my channel, I think, is the dumb humor that I have and all the dumb mistakes I'm making. So smoking motherboards, and yeah, putting displays on the wrong side of a printer, not shutting down a stream. Hey. Oh, well. Yeah, that's just me. You just just went on without you. Then I come back and I looked at the YouTube feed and I see there's still people chatting. Yeah, and I normally will stay a little bit after the end to make sure, and I'll check the YouTube feed to make sure, but I had to go take care of a child, and yeah. Anyways, that's funny. That is funny. So I'm back. I'm back, and I'm in no mad rush. It's only it's 12:30 in the morning here. Oh my goodness. I didn't realize how late it was. Oh wow. You didn't get me, YouTube, man. Good. It's okay. I'm not monetized. I'm not even in the same ballpark as monetized, so I don't think there's any threat there. But banning, yeah, I guess I could get YouTube banned before that happens. At least I'm not going to be demonetized. Stay a little bit after. Yeah, I will definitely do that this time. Entertaining, better than sitting at home alone. Yeah, see? And you got me on the big screen from what you showed me, so almost life-size looking. No, I imagine not. So, live and learn. 2:40 a.m. Wow. I'm not usually a night hawk. I have a hard time sleeping in a long time. I'll probably be up by 8 tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, look at this. I want to try something here. I'm just discovering a lot of interesting stuff on, look at that. I can put a ticker. Oh, that's cool. Please support my channel by liking and subscribing. I like that. And then, okay, so I can customize these tickers. Oh, I can put the StreamYard brand or my brand. And then that's where I figured out how to do, I can do an overlay. Live show. But okay. I got to come up with some custom graphics for this thing, these things. Cool. Well, thanks, non-fam. I try. Not necessarily on purpose, but I try. Oh, too funny. Tonight. Owls are a type of hawk, aren't they? I don't know. Who? See what I did? Anyway, I don't know if they are. They're in the bird family. I know they're classified as birds. I know that they can turn their neck, like the Exorcist. What's her name? They can turn their neck almost right around. Now, okay. So, big day tomorrow. Not a big day tomorrow. We're going to defy the laws. No, we're not. We have a babysitter tomorrow coming in, and we're going to go to a movie. It's been so long, and they're only allowing certain capacity for the theaters, so which is great. They have barriers between the seats, and yeah, and apparently they spray down. Let's see. You're on my little 48-inch with the bedroom tonight. 48-inch. Your little 48-inch. Okay, what size do you have in the living room? Well, speaking of TVs and sizes, your router is called Nighthawk. I've never named my router. Oh, Mike. that's now you're going to get me banned. We have a store up here in Canada called Best Buy. I don't know if Best Buy is in the U.S. They have a 72. Do you guys? Hey, Tron, how you doing? Do you guys have the Landmark Cinemas with the recliners? Yes, we do. They just, yeah, definitely. That's exactly where I go all the time with the recliners. I love the recliners. So, although, truth be known, I've been known to fall asleep at a bad, slow movie because of the recliners. So, anyways, I was saying that. Oh, are they? Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. Well, Best Buy up here has a Black Friday sale, a 72-inch. I'm sure it's 72-inch Samsung ultra high def UHD 4K TV for $899 Canadian. That's probably that's probably $600, $700 US. I think that's a steal for that kind of TV, but that tells me that if they're selling them off for that, they're coming out with something even better or something. But yeah, I don't need a TV, or I would have probably jumped on that deal. But yeah, $900 for a 72-inch 4K TV. Yeah, the seating, isn't that cool? The seating is great at those theaters. I love it now. I really love it. And now, I've heard this from a friend, but now they're separating. So one pair of seats, the other blocked off. One pair of seats, the other blocked off. So And the other thing is that you don't have anybody behind you kicking your seat anymore. And that was the most annoying thing going to movies with me, was people behind you kicking the seat or chatting. And even if they're chatting a bit, you can hardly hear them because there's a big enough distance between us. Yes, it will, right? It's too, for what I've got over here. I don't know what size this one is, but for how close my recliners, which are right there, are, I don't need the 72-inch would be too big. Takes way more to get you banned. You should see the streams, Dan, Chris. Yeah, I've seen some of Dan's streams. I can imagine. Yes, takes more to get you. Doesn't take as much to get you demonetized, but it takes more to get you banned. Apparently, yeah. They like their money. Okay, Uriel, thank you so much. Thank you. I hope you got some useful information. And if you're around Sunday night, 8 p.m., which is, I'm not sure what time that is in your time, maybe 10, I'll be building that other printer. So feel free to drop in. Loyal, hello. How are you tonight? I've just been entertaining everybody by streaming and then saying I got to go and leaving the stream running and leaving poor Mike, Autodrop 3D Mike, hanging, and then coming down to shut down my basement only to realize I was still streaming. So thought I'd pop back on. What the heck? So part 2. 55-inch OLED. So yeah. Yep, doing good. I'm just, if you want some entertainment, if you're loyal, if you're bored Sunday night, 8 o'clock my time, which I think is 7 o'clock your time, I'm going to be building watch my promo video, actually. I made a promo video early. It's on my channel. I'm building the CR6 SE that I have sitting down here. So could be fun. Could be very entertaining as well. So I know, right, Loyal? I considering 2 weeks ago it was like 52. I don't know what it is because I have a face for radio, but maybe it's my content, maybe it's the humor, who knows? But yeah, I couldn't believe that as it went up every day this week, and I was like, wow. So I'm quite happy with that. 200. Oh, wow. Didn't Dan do a big giveaway at 200? Should I be doing a giveaway? Well, let's wait and see how many people join me on Sunday night. So watch that promo video. Michael. Hey, Michael, how are you? You're new. No, hang on. 200 now. Oh, Michael. I know Michael. I've seen you. Yeah. That's cool. Watch my ad. It talks about sparks and smoke. My promo video. So we'll see. I'm gonna unbox it. I'm gonna try. I'm just gonna do what I do, right? I'm gonna do an honest unbox, build it, and see if it'll print. So we'll see. I've got. No, I'm not. I wasn't sure if you were new to my channel or not, but yeah, no. Now that I saw you, no, I know who you are. Just so you know, Loyal, I have, I'm waiting. I need to know where to send your first print here, but I know exactly what happened to his brains. So I actually did a second one right afterwards. And so I'm going to send both of these to you, one good one and one with his brain showing. So you can have a pair just in case this guy doesn't survive. Oh, we were on the stream a little bit ago, Michael? Are you? Is that Autodrop 3D, Mike? Same one? I don't know. I'm confused. Yeah, it is. I'm confused. No, hang on a minute. I'm confused. Who's who? Anyways, okay. Well, thank you. I didn't realize it hit 200. Oh my goodness! Wow, you are Autodrop. So you're confusing me. You changed identities just to see if I'm paying attention. No, you're not. Yep. Oh, thank you. I didn't realize I hit 200. Oh my goodness. That is, wow. I don't know how to react to that. That's incredible. I didn't expect that to happen so fast. My goodness. Oh, okay. So, okay. Perfect. Okay, well, that's great. It's kind of cheating, but hey, it works. That's sort of like I could subscribe to myself or subscribe as my business name. Anyways, no. Wow, that's cool. Wow, I can't believe how fast that's growing. So I'm hoping I put out my promo ad on in the Creality website, and Jerry shared it for me, and I threw it out on a couple other groups. So I'm hoping I get a little bit of a an audience on Sunday. We'll see. If I do, I do. If I don't, I don't. That all depends too if somebody else is streaming at the same time. So yeah. I don't know the monetization mark. I mean, that was never even in my radar right now. So, but then again, neither was 200 subs in this short time. So, I suppose the key is just to be on here and get my face and my name known, and just do stuff that people are interested in. I suppose so. Yeah. And I'm enjoying this. As I say, this was way out of my comfort zone. Yeah, 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 view hours or something like that, apparently. And I am at right now. I am at 200 subscribers. Thank you very much to everybody. And I'm at 117 public watch hours out of 4,000. So I think that 117 hours, I think the live streams add on that a lot, especially if you do a long live stream and you have different people watching it. I don't know if the actual live stream counts or if it's the people that rewatch the live stream after it's finished and been posted to YouTube. So we'll see. Yeah, I don't never started this with the intention of making any money off of it, but it's just a hobby and something I wanted to share and get out of my comfort zone as far as doing this. I wouldn't have done this a year ago. There's no way. Because I've always been very self-conscious about how people view me, et cetera, et cetera. But a lot of guys out there have helped me along the way and given me confidence and given me the inspiration to do this. So I think Zed, it's all about the Zed, non-fam. You're right. I like that. I gotta put that up. Yeah, it's all about the Zed, and you know what? This guy. Oh no, the guy with the brains open. I believe this is Zed the puppy, and this is going to be Zed2. I don't know. We'll see. Zed. Yeah, I have a business. I draw a salary from my business. I have no plans in the future. I mean, business is a responsibility, and I have no plans to say, "Oh, I'm going to drop it all and come and do this." I respect the people that do this for a living, but boy, they work hard to do what they do. I know on their videos and in front of the scenes, they make it look easy. They make it look real easy, but I know behind the scenes from talking to a couple people, I have a local friend here that does this. It's a lot of work, and you do a lot of work to make a half decent living just to get by being paid from YouTube and affiliates and so forth. It's a lot of work. And I don't know if I want to work that hard. I'm doing this because for fun. I'm doing this because I enjoy it. And it's something to do. It's a hobby. I don't diving season's not in right now, so I'm not scuba diving much until ice diving in February. But this is just a hobby, and I figured, why not share it? Why not share it with people that have like interests? And perhaps if I can inspire somebody to do the same thing that those guys, you guys, everybody have inspired me to do, then hey, then it's all worth it. It really is all worth it. It's nothing to do with the money. It's all to do with doing something that I love, learning something new for myself, and hopefully helping somebody else out there gain that same kind of confidence, or even if I help somebody with a pointer on a printer, it's really all worth it. So thanks, Tron. I appreciate that. No, they don't. On the mobile, they don't. I don't think they do. But yeah, I'm not sure how that all works yet. Again, this is all new to me, so that's a British thing. Ice diving's not for everybody. It's a lot of work. Number one, just to get down all the equipment down to the lake. Set up. We set up a big military style tent, hauling all the equipment, all the gear, all the tanks, everything down. It's a lot of work. And then to jump into a hole in the ice, water that's 1 degree Celsius. Don't ask me what that is in Fahrenheit. Probably 33. That's it takes something else. But we wear dry suits. My hands get the coldest of anything, but it is fun. It's fun and it's very rewarding. Yeah. We have a couple people over the years that have, once the diving and the training's all done, people get their ice diving certification. And once the training's all done, at the end of the day, they'll basically strip down to their bathing suit and they'll do the polar bear dip thing. And there's no way I would have a heart attack. I don't think my heart could take that. So, yeah, no, I'm never going to become a member of the Polar Bear Club. Yeah, nope. Not me. Yep. Wow. What a night. What a great night. Well, that's phenomenal. I can't believe 200. Well, thanks to Mike. Awesomeness. 2 hours and 5 minutes, and I was only gone for 5 minutes of that stream as I went upstairs, and yeah. What am I missing? Polar bear. That print job behind me is almost done, and I can start another batch before I go to bed. That's pretty close. Pretty close. So, any of you guys that are on here, do any of you guys just give away some Jesse PLA? I could do that. I can't. I guess I could do that. I can't get Jesse PLA is from Printed Solid. Is that right? Printed Solid, who does the Jesse PLA? I love some of their stuff, but they don't ship well unless I call them and talk to them. But they don't offer shipping options to Canada. But I'm sure I could call them and arrange that. So, oh wow, loyal. But we only have 7 people on it. Won't be draw. I could do that on Sunday if I get enough viewers, and if you show up on Sunday, I will do that. I appreciate that offer. That's great. So yeah, let's do that on Sunday. I'd like to get at least, I don't know, I'll have to think of a number, because right now the most viewers I've gotten on a stream is like 14. But if I get 25 or more, let's say, then I can do the draw or something like that. We can figure that out. But yeah. Okay, well, listen, I appreciate that. That's awesome, man. And yeah, I'd love to celebrate my 200 with a little thing like that. That'd be great. I will, yeah, let's do that. So pop on Sunday and we'll make that happen. Much appreciated. Yeah, I will. I'll edit that video tomorrow and I'll put it out. I'll put it out. Wow. Yeah, I can't believe it's almost overwhelming as I saw the numbers grow. That's just each day I'd pop in and it'd be like, where are these people coming from? But doing searches for some of the stuff that I've got in my videos, I suppose. That's great. Yeah, it worked for Dan. I mean, definitely. Well, of course. I mean, you announce a giveaway of any kind, and you're going to get. There will be a handful of people that come on and that are literally going to subscribe and stay, and then there's people that are going to subscribe because they're going to have a chance to win something. But that's why I like the ones that have been done, including Joel's big one the other night was incredible. That was like mind blowing how that went. And I agree that the winner's got to be on the stream to win, because you don't just want somebody coming, entering their name, and taking off, and and winning for not being there, because the only reason they're there is to enter the draw. So, yeah, this is awesome. Now I'm gonna have to do another promo with my voice when I do my deep voice for my promos, and do something with that. And I'm not going to say what or how much or whatever, but we'll just do it, and it just depends on how many viewers show up. I've got the promo ads shared on the Creality site. I'm going to probably share it on the Creality CR6SE site, which I'm not a member of yet. And then Jerry threw it out there for me, put a link out there for me. So we'll see what happens. We'll see how many people show up. As long as Joel doesn't decide to do a stream on Sunday night at the same time, because that'll just sort of put me down. Ooh, that'll bring me down to earth. So, yeah. Wow. Yeah, wow. I'm just thinking, is there anything here I can give away? Because I got some Canadian friends watching, but I don't know. I've got a basement full of stuff. Oh, and I got to remember to update my sign. It still has the Ender 3 V2 on it, where I've got to update my sign for the CR6SE. Got to do that. Oh, give away the couch. This couch? I just got this couch, Loyal. I just got this couch. There's no way. I waited 4 months from the brick to get that couch, and we got a new sectional upstairs. I waited 4 months to get that, and that's my recliner. That's my man. That was the icing on the cake to my man cave. That half of the basement is my man cave. This half of the basement is my studio, and that corner is the laundry room. But yeah, that I waited too long to give that away. I like that. I agree with that. Right there. Boom. Yep. Lyle, you've been amazing to all these makers and all these channels, and you are more appreciated than you know, I think. So it's great. It is great. Yep. Definitely. That's why the SS Loyal should be here anytime, and that's going to be right front and center somewhere here on all my streams. Somewhere. Maybe even right here. So. Yeah, there's something absolute maple syrup. Like, I'd ship maple syrup down to the U.S. Some real Canadian maple syrup. That's a beautiful thing. And Tim Hortons gift card. Yeah, Tim Hortons is as Canadian as you get, isn't it? Although ironically enough, I think Tim Hortons is mostly owned by a U.S. company now. But anyways, that or little different things like Hickory Sticks, or Canadian Hickory Sticks, Coffee Crisp chocolate bars. These are things that I've heard from friends that you cannot get in the US that like them. There's a few things actually. So very cool. 3D printing army of winners. Oh Lord. Take over the world soon. Well, I'm sure they're going to be loyal to you. Pun intended. That's great. You can't get ketchup chips in the US? Seriously? Oh, wow. Maybe it was ketchup chips. Yeah. Come to think of it, you're right. I don't think you can get ketchup chips down there. Ooh. But hey, that's true, right? Oh boy. I know. You know what we need. You know what I need to do. Somebody needs to design. Somebody needs to design. Somebody who's good at design needs to design a loyal benchy or a loyal figure, and that should go out on every SD card on every printer sold as a test print. That's what I think. So, just my opinion. And hey, maybe I will headman that campaign to have that happen because I think you really deserve it. So, yeah, I'm going to give some thought to that. I'll talk to the right people. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. Exactly. There we go. Yeah. And the cowboy hat is going to need maybe some support depending on how big the brim is on the cowboy hat. Yeah. Well, you know what? Let's make this happen somehow between you and I. If we talk to the right people who can do some good CAD stuff, hey, let's find out who did Joel's and let's make this happen. And yeah, let's do it. Yes, find one of those places where you can go in and stand and they do a scan of you. Okay, let me print the first one since I don't know if anybody else has thought of this idea, but let me do the first one, please, and I'll send it to you. Cool. No, I think, and it can be. It doesn't have to be this big, or it can be, just like. So it's going to be a test print. So you want something maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours at the most. Yep. We'll do the first one. Will be in bronze PLA. Bronze. So you have your own bronze statue type thing. So, yeah. Hey, depending on when we do this, may even do it on the Naomi's belt printer, and it can be a long. Hey, a 6 foot. I don't know how tall you are, but a 6 foot tall. Hey, two pieces, right? The front and the back. We glue it together, and I'll sit you back in the corner over here somewhere. Over here, in the back corner, over beside one of these shelves. Mike. Ooh, yeah. You. With an angel halo over your head. Well, we would definitely need to put supports in there for the angel halo for sure. Yes. Yep. Combination of Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise. So Brad Cruz or Tom Pitt. Oh, that's good. Then we just got to sell it to Creality, to all the big guys. We'll sell it to Creality, no problem. We'll sell it to, I don't know if Prusa would be such an easy sell, because that would kind of trump the Joseph Prusa model. Who designed his? There's another thought, yeah. How do you change your avatar on YouTube? You have to go into your channel if you subscribe. Well, you go. It's a good question. I create a channel on YouTube. It's something to do with Google as well, because Google owns YouTube. So just Google it. Google, how do I change my avatar on YouTube? I'm not sure. Oh, there we go. Shane just answered you there, right here. Yeah. Yeah. That's right. Yeah, because under the manage account, mine's a little different, I think. No, maybe it's not. It shouldn't be any different. You just create a YouTube account. Yeah, and it's under manage. There you go. That is correct. Oh, stickers for everybody on this channel. Once I get my stickers all printed, I'll mail them out. $201? What? No way. Oh my goodness. Mike, did you log in as another person now and do that? Woohoo! Wow. I don't know where they're coming from, but I'll wake up in the morning and it'll be higher, and it's like I'm like, oh my goodness. I'm finding myself waking up in the middle of the night now, and I just check my phone really quick to see, and it's like I just can't believe it. I really can't. I mean, I'm not doing anything different than anybody else has done. Just a different person. And these little hangout streams like this are kind of cool. Yeah. But wow. That's just wow. Is the DeWitt logo on top right? Let's see. Is the DeWitt logo on the top right real or edited? Real or edited? I designed that logo. This one here is the one you're talking about, right on the screen, right over this one. I'm not sure email real or edited, but I designed that logo myself. 202, stop it. People, I love you. Whoever's subscribing, thank you. It's that promo video I did. You all got to go and watch that promo video, because it is corny but funny but cool, and something that I would never ever have done a while ago, because no confidence in myself then. But now it's like I enjoy doing it, and that's going to be, I'm going to do a promo video for every live stream I do. So, oh no, the one in the top right corner here is that's an overlay on StreamYard. The one here, that's real. That's a sticker in the on a board in the background, and the one over here is a sticker on the board in the background too. But the one up in the top right of the screen is yeah, so I can go in actually, and that's a brand. So if I actually turn that off, I can turn that off. I can turn on the StreamYard brand, or I can create another brand. But yeah, I can turn that on and off, and I can create another brand. That's just a feature in StreamYard. Just like I can turn on a banner that says, please support my channel by liking and subscribing. Thank you. Or I could turn on a banner that says, let's see, I could go here and edit it, and I could go, and then I could do this. So it stays on there permanently. Look at that. Right? So we can leave that up there for a few minutes, and because you know what, that is true. He does rock. So, but yeah, I'm just kind of having fun with all these things, and then I can promote my own company if I want to promote my downtown business. I can run a scroll along here, and anybody that wants to go visit my website can go visit my website and see what it is I do. Yeah, this is I like StreamYard. The promo video. Yeah. Oh, did you like it, Auto Drop Mike? Thanks. Appreciate that. I try to put a little humor in it, right? Like I just thought of that today, and it took me like 12 takes to get it all right. The way I'm using an Adobe product to make those videos, and it took me like 12 takes to get it right. Oh, well, you know what? I agree. I can put that on there and leave it there because that is true. And hopefully all 202 of my subscribers watch this video and see this. 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 Oh, it's easier if I do this right there. Everybody watching the video, pay attention to this because that is 150,000% true. So I can't see. No, it's not. The problem is, Mark, I think you need to log out and log into the stream again or something like that for your logo to show up. I've done that before and changed my logo midstream actually when I did my DeWitt. And I was involved in somebody's live stream as a viewer and commenting, and my logo didn't change until I logged out and logged back in and joined the stream again, and then I could see their logo. So 150,000% is a lot of percent. Yep. 150,000. Oh, I know. I got to do one more thing. So, whoa. See, it's like where are they coming from? I mean, I'm like flabbergasted here. This is awesome. But let me do something here. How do I? Where's my edit button? I'm gonna do something here. This is just because. Here we go. Let's try this. Aha! Ha! No, it's still not showing. Just the M. I'm not sure what's happening. Maybe it takes time to take effect. I don't know. I don't know enough about that. So sorry, Loyal. I kind of have the power to do this. What I just did. That's going to be that's going to be an ongoing thing. I guarantee it. Yeah. So yeah, we have to have that. Yep. Yep. Z. But I swear to you, when I'm working, doing something at work, if anything that incorporates the letter Z comes up, it's amazing. My brain right away goes to Z. Anyways, that'll haunt me for the rest of my remaining years. Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. And I know it's appreciated everywhere you do that too. Very much appreciated. You're a good man. No doubt about it. Oh, I hear footsteps. 204. Wow. I can't believe that. I heard little footsteps. Maybe it's the dog. Maybe it's the dog. There's a little puppy up there. Little puppy up there. Jealous that I have a little kitty down here. Man, I that print quality of this printer. Mark, I'm so happy you got in on that Black Friday sale from Creality. I'm really glad you got your printer when you did, because as I say, I tried to order 2 more today and they sold out. I ordered 1 more, tried to order another today. It was sold out. I think I might have got it. I don't know. But yeah, they sold out pretty quick with that deal, and they won't ship to Canada from the US. So, yeah, but wow. That was a steal. Steal of a deal. If I can get another one, I may try to get another one. Now that I see what's happening with my numbers here, I may try to get another one if I can get it for that same price of, it was $320, whatever it was Canadian. If I can get one for that price, I may get that and keep it for a 500 subscriber giveaway. Hey, we'll see if I can find, if they extend the deal. They said that they're going to be available in Canada effective December 15th. So I don't know if they're going to extend the price to December 15th. That's the only thing. So we'll see what they do. If I talk to Creality, you never know. They may do that. I know that the Arion people are willing to give discounts if you ask them. So. Wow. That's an impressive number, really, for both those companies. When you think about the cost of the Prusa printers, which they're well worth it, absolutely. Creality has months with over 500,000 printers sold in a single month. I know, it's incredible. It's incredible, and yet, if I walked around my neighborhood, if I walked around my neighborhood, I would. I'm just guessing because I don't know, but I would maybe, if I had to guess, I'd say 2% of the people in my neighborhood here, which is a big community, might have a 3D printer. I think they're growing quick, and I know that I think there's going to be a lot of 3D printers under Christmas trees this year. At least I hope there are, because I think this is a hobby very much worth sharing, and it's educational, it's fun, it's a great community, it's a fantastic community. But I really hope that a lot of people are unwrapping 3D printers for Christmas presents this year. I don't see it yet, Mark. No, it's still coming up. Let's see. I don't know if you can see on my screen, but that's still what it's coming up looking like. Just like that. Yeah, there you go. Look at the filament shortage that happened back in March, April, when everybody was printing PPE stuff. You couldn't buy filament for your life, for the most part. Now it's back in stock, but yeah, you're right, because you're going to see a filament rush after Christmas. I guarantee it, because people are going to get their printers, and they're going to get this with their printer, because the person buying them the printer probably not necessarily realizes that it doesn't come with a full roll of filament. They're going to get this, and they're going to all of a sudden say, hey, I want to go buy some filament. So I would bet a nickel I'll bet a nickel that there's a filament. Okay, or is that 5 cents in the US? Is this going to be another Canadian US thing? Anyways, I'll bet a nickel that there's going to be a filament rush Boxing Day. Starting Boxing Day, people are going to buy filament, go online, and there's going to be a shortage again. So, yeah, when I picked up the first two of these, I bought them locally at a place called spool3d.ca. They offer free shipping across Canada. I'll do a little plug for them because they're a great shop locally here in Calgary. I got these for $3.59, which is an excellent price because on Amazon they're about $3.95 or $3.99 in Canada. The day I ordered these online, I ordered two of them, went and picked them up that same day. They had 13 in stock. The next morning I looked and they were sold out. So they just boom, they're gone. And I'm sure a lot of them would have been for Christmas presents. Yep. Well, just be nice and be good, like Santa tells you. Do what you're supposed to do, because he's got his naughty or nice list. You know that, Maker Viking, right? Does anyone have experience with Hatchbox filament? I have Amazon credit for the US website that I want to use. Well, I'm running, actually, I've run Hatchbox filament before, and it's worked fine for me. I've had no problem with it. Their rolls are actually rolled similar to Prusa, where they're really clean rolls. I don't run any lately because it's a little more pricey than the stuff I'm getting. But I've run probably 4 or 5 rolls of Hatchbox in the last year, and I've not had a problem with them at all. So yeah, not at all. Wow. What do you mean? Wow, you go through that much filament. Wow. Can only imagine. Wow. I might just put some orders in for some filament. I don't know. Well, Prusa, I like buying the Prusa filament, and I might just order some of that before Christmas because I might just stock up on a little bit before the holidays because I really do think there's going to be a shortage when the time comes. So. Oh, okay. Printed by Thursday. Next Thursday. Okay, well, let me know. I will send you Mark. I'll send you knobs. I'll send you adjustment these red aluminum knobs, and I'll send you a set of springs. So don't buy those. I have lots, more than I'll need. So I'll send you 4 springs and 4 knobs for that. And as far as the extruder, I'll send you a metal extruder. I wouldn't put it on right yet until you start having trouble with this extruder, but I'll send those items out to you. Just fire me off your mailing address. No problem. Wow. Wow. So you manufacture a ton, obviously, of whatever it is you're manufacturing, eh, Loyal? Wow. That's a lot of filament. Do you have a specific brand that you like to buy, or do you just get or a couple of few different brands? Like I know me, there's probably three that I stick to. I'm just curious what's your go-to filament? I have about 25 rolls of filament at the moment between here and my office. No problem, Mark. I will send you that stuff. Hmm. Wow. Limit 1 3X BTEC. Extruded BTEC Pro. Cool. Under Pro V2. Oh, that's a good idea. So you're contemplating whether to go to the Ender Pro V2. Yeah. Yeah, I think I would. That's a good idea. Give away a Ender 3 upgrade package. And that would just involve a few things. Yeah, I'll see what I have here. I should have enough to do that. That's a great idea, Tron. ASA and ABS nylons and then PET G in that order. Okay. Wow. Cool. Yeah, I think you'd enjoy it. I mean, depending on how much tinkering you want to do, a printer like this one is very affordable and so far no tinkering. I'm sure I'm going to have to eventually replace the extruder. But really, I mean, you could put a direct drive on them if you wanted to. There's lots of different things you can do. And I've tinkered with a lot of printers that I don't need to, but I just do because I can. You watch somebody do a video and say, go ahead and put this Hemera direct drive extruder on this. And I've installed a couple Hemeras, and then I find myself software dumb, I call myself, because I don't know how to properly tweak the firmware. Marlin, I don't know how to properly configure Marlin to make that Hemera work properly. So I get stuck with a couple like that. And I have a friend here who's helping me out with that. So yeah, I agree with Loyal. Yeah. And yeah, the 230 Black Friday, that's a really good deal for the Ender 3 V2. Yeah, that's probably directly off of Creality, if I'm not mistaken. Let's just see real quick here. Creality official. Got $236 for the, yeah. Oh, that's the Ender 3 Pro, wrong one. Ender 3 V2, $236 right now. And they're shipping from Czech Republic and Belgium, United States. The United States now is shipping from December 5th. Australia, they're shipping. Canada, it says back in stock mid-December. So they've sold out, obviously, in Canada and the US for the time being. So, but I'm not sure if you can find any deals on YouTube right now. Oh, good night, Mike. Sorry, I hope I didn't miss you there. Thank you so much for popping in and for being on screen with me earlier, and I appreciate the subscribe that you did for me. Thank you. Take care. Hopefully, I'll see you Sunday. Yeah. Raise 3D, nice machines. I don't have one. The closest thing I have is my FlashForge Creator 3, but one day I will get a Raise 3D. Those look like amazing printers. Definitely. Yep. That's so true. You get more support from the community than you will from other than Prusa. I'm going to say Prusa support is phenomenal. When my mini is down, I was on live chat with them at 10 o'clock at night. They resolved my issue. Turned out to be a hot end thermistor. They sent me one 3 days later. I had it from Czech Republic. I had it, no cost to me at all. So their support is incredible. But yeah, for the Crealities and the Chinese-made printers that we buy from overseas or on Amazon, the community is the best support tool you have. Yeah, that's a long wait. I waited 5 months for my mini when I ordered it for my first one. So, yeah. Yep. Yeah, and I can't believe there's still that much of a wait for the mini. Now they have a mini 2 or something. They're offering I don't know if you looked today or saw, they're offering a 2 versions of the mini now. A kit version and the regular version that they're doing right now, which is like the 3 pieces you put together, but they're offering a mini kit now for a little less money. And then the Prusa the MK3, you know the one I mean. They're offering a Black Friday thing where it comes with a spool of filament and a book or something like that. So yeah. So Tron, that's yeah, if you tune in on Sunday night, I'm going to build mine that's sitting on the floor. Mine's a Kickstarter campaign one. I got it about a month ago or so, and it's just been on the floor waiting for me to unbox and do a build. So I'm going to do that on Sunday, and we're going to see if it sparks. I'm going to plug that USB cable in, see if I get a spark where Joel said he got one first, and I'm going to test my power switch and everything, and we'll give it a shot and see what happens. Yeah, the Mini Plus, which is the the kit, I believe, and I think that is probably wouldn't be too hard to make, but yeah. So yeah, and I think they're going to give you. There we are. Yeah, yeah, and I think they should give you more gummies with the kit, sort of like they do with the MK3, the Mark III. Yeah, I enjoyed building my Mark III. It was took me about 7 hours, 7.5 hours. But it's great because when you're building a printer from the ground up like that with the Prusa, it's worth saving that money, but it's also worth the education when you're building it because you sort of see what goes into it and how it all fits together. So it's awesome. Okay, that sounds good, Tron. Let's put a note in your calendar. Wow. Oh boy, 1:40 a.m. here. Well, guys, I think I'm going to shut it down for the night. I'm tired and I do have a bit of things to do in the morning, so I appreciate everybody hanging out with me. I'm glad I came back after my fake shutdown earlier, because then I got to chat with Loyal here. I'm so glad that I came back, and I'm glad you popped on, Loyal, and everybody that's here. Thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out. Thank you so much for being a part of me hitting 204 subscribers. I can't believe that. That's incredible. I will see you all Sunday night. I will change my Loyal. I'll take you up on that offer for sure. I really appreciate that. But I'd really like to only do it if there's so many people watching, because it's really, we'll see. We'll see. I'll think about that. But I'm hoping, based on the amount of word of mouth I'm getting for Sunday, that there will be a handful of people watching at least. So it'll be worth it. So Okay, thanks, Mark. I'll send that off to you on Monday, and I will see everybody later. Thank you so much. Look forward to seeing you all on Sunday. It's going to be a fun night. It's going to be a fun stream. So good night, everybody, and I'm going to try and shut this down properly this time. Good night, everybody. Stay safe. Enjoy your tomorrow, and we'll see you on Sunday. Bye-bye.